Alright, let's do this. Hello and welcome to Heavy Metal Rex. My name is Oasis, and today is the day that we finally get to talk about bumpers. Yes, JDMuscle just posted on Facebook that they are working with another company to bring us this, the Evolution bumper for the 2022 WRX. And first impressions, I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of like it. I kind of like it a lot. It is aggressive. It keeps some of the OEM stylings, which I already really like, and the paint match does not look bad, man. It looks really good. Now, I'll admit, it's the combination of everything. The trunk, that duckbill, ooh, man, I love duckbill spoilers. So this looks really good. I'm pretty sure this is a real car. This is not a render because I can tell by the tires they're actually dirty. So they drove it somewhere. It looks really good. It really does. I was concerned at first because these little gills looked like they stuck out a little bit further. But I mean, I didn't really care. I'm just thinking about like, what are other people who already don't like the OEM bumper gonna say? And it almost looks like, and I can't tell, maybe you guys can tell, it doesn't look like they brought the bumper in. Because the original concern that everybody had was, or the complaint was, well, it sticks out so far. And it doesn't look like that they really made it to where they pulled in the bottom. They just kind of contoured the top right here to connect to the rest of the bumper a little bit better. That's what it looks like to me. They didn't post any side profile for me to be able to compare, which is, that's sneaky, you know. I'm sure they did that for a reason, you know, so you can't, at least yet, fully compare it. But the aggressive styling, I think it looks really good. Now, there's something I want to talk about is, and I'm going to compare this to the OEM as well, is usually what I've noticed is when people have paint matched the rear bumpers, they've usually paint matched this area and then just the top of it, and they leave this. So it is reminiscent of what people are doing right now, or what Aeroflow has done, or what other people have done. So we're seeing just an evolution, pardon the pun, of that style of painting the bumper. From the top down, you can see that this, man, that actually looks really cool. I kind of like that. That it looks like the gills stick out a little bit more. I like that. That was my favorite part of the OEM, especially because it's functional, and because it just, you know, the child in me thinks that it looks like jet engines, like fire would come out of it or some weird shit. Just don't worry. That's how I think. There's a couple other shots here. I think just, man, it looks really good. I also think it's important to take the context that this is being shown in. It has the rest of the parts. The car's lowered. It has fantastic looking wheels on them. You know, it's got the trunk. You know, it's the sides are paint matched. So it is a very specific context. I almost wish that they had given us a picture of a completely stock WRX with just the bumper, because I'm willing to bet majority of the people, at least majority of the people that are in my boat, just regular everyday drivers, would probably buy just the bumper. Maybe the side, the fenders are painted, but you know, this is a lot of money we're looking at right here, you know, and that's not even performance. This is just cosmetics. I think they also picked such a great color. Ignition red is my favorite. Like next to blue, which is very traditional, and I know I got white, and the reason I got white, my cousin has red, and I really wanted red. I think red looks amazing, and this looks really good in red. So they chose the right color to showcase this on. Especially because they've got the carbon fiber trunk, which again just really comes together with the wheels and the bumper, everything. And I think, yeah, they've got the roof. I don't know if it's gray or black, but I mean that is another great look. I think that looks really good. Anyway, so what I want to do now is I've taken a couple of pictures on the internet of the OEM, and I want to put them side by side to take a look and see if we can perceive some of the differences. Okay, so I did my best by using Subaru's own 360 mode on their website to try and get like the right angles for this car. This one was easy to get because it's just directly the back of it. Now, first things you notice Yes, this image sucks on the right, but we can tell the differences right away. Obviously the car is lowered, so there's no way to really tell how much vertical depth they added to the bumper. That's not something that we can talk about today, but right away, what I love is, you see, I love these slits, and I love how big they are. They just look like super functional, and from the back, they give it more of a wider body. Like it gives it the perception that it is basically a wider stance than it may be, especially with those fat tires, dude. Man, that is a great rear shot. I need to take one in my car like that. That looks really good. So this is what I was talking about. When people paint match the bumper, generally what they do is they paint this area right here, and they paint this top portion, bring it back down. And most of the ones I've seen, at least the ones that look good, are where this area is still gray to give it that nice contrast, because you still have the gloss black up here, you still have the black outline on the light, and I think it looks good. Keeping it like that looks good. And here, they've applied that same philosophy. They took what people were already doing and they added it to their style, which this whole area is colored, and it's colored in the same style as people would have. It's less angular, so you can see it's more of a sharp turn than just like this. They added this little section right here where it goes into it, adding some detail, because here right now it's just like just a straight line. You know, it looks really good. I like it a lot. The lights are still there. They've just taken out, so they've taken out this section right here. Basically, they just took this whole section out. They left where the lights are, and they left the slit. All right, so let's look at the next angle. Again, from Subaru's own website. From the side, oh, it's hard to say. It does look like, what I'm doing is I'm looking at this line right here, and I'm comparing it to this line. It does look like, no, maybe it's because they've added these little, I guess, what are these called? Like rear spats? I'm not sure what the terminology is on aero kits like that. It looks lower than I believe it actually is. I think it may be the same height as the OEM, especially when you consider this part is painted. But it's still, side angle still looks really good. It is, you know what I like about it is it's very OEM. The inspiration is there. They didn't just throw away everything Subaru did and just come up with their own design. And I appreciate that. I like that it is very OEM based, and I'm really liking how these stick out. Like if they stick out that much, I'm a fan. And I think that's gonna be another polarizing thing, because again, the original complaint was too many things on the car stick out. Here, they just took it one step further. I still think it looks really good. So let's look at another. So this is the best angle that I could find. I was not able to find any other angles on this. It still gives you a really good idea, a little closer up look on it. I mean, there's really not much else to say, I guess. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a whole lot. The only part I don't like, the part that as soon as I saw it kind of like set me back, is this price. It's $1,800. But don't worry though, they price match. Nobody else has this right now. They're the only ones. And $1,800 is a lot of money. And I'll be honest, you guys, I've said it before, and some of you may know this about me, I am a price shopper. For me to spend $1,800 on just a bumper, I have to make some damn good money. And we make good money, but like, you know, it goes to like the house, it goes to everything else. I have never, and to be honest, I've never actually purchased any type of cosmetic item like that before. Hell, I haven't even bought my spoiler yet because it's like gonna be $400. I'm using that money on other things, you know, like smaller bits, performance bits, things that I can get a tangible feeling. Now, if your car is for the show, if your car is for cosmetics to just sit and look good, maybe this is what you spend money on. Now, me, it's not. I like driving it more. I would love to eventually have this, you know, wink wink JDMuscle, if you want to send the only 22 content creator, maybe you guys could send me one. I would be more than happy to put it on my car. But that is a lot of money. So because it's a lot of money, I was like, well, is it more money than older ones, or is it the right amount of money? I don't know. I actually don't have any concept for what body kits cost and what bumpers cost. So what I did was I went to go look. I went to go look for 2021 or like 2015 and 20, like basically VA bumpers. How much do VA bumpers cost? And this information will kind of shock you. It's almost like I couldn't find a lot. Maybe I just wasn't looking for the right thing. So I found two, and this is a mixed bag because here's one. This is a S4 style rear bumper. And first of all, I don't even want to get into what the hell is going on with all these stickers. But this is the bumper. And this, I mean, that's kind of, I wouldn't pay for that. Nothing about that looks that much different or more aftermarket than what already comes on a VA. And for that price, $1,400, and I did check, there's nothing carbon fiber about that. And that little light or whatever they're talking about, that light, it doesn't come with it either. So you got to add that. So you got all black plastic down there, color matched up top. That doesn't look very good. So I was like, well, let me find another one. And this is another one I found. This is the WRX A Rising 2 rear bumper. Also no carbon fiber, at least none that I saw. Well, they don't really, these specs leave a lot to be desired. I don't think that this is carbon fiber. This is just maybe plastic. But now at least that looks more aftermarket, right? And if you can see, it does have that same styling as the new one. I kind of like this. But now the funny thing is, those are closed. Actually, they put these things in there and they didn't even open it. What the hell? Is that? Oh man, I can't tell if that one's open or not. That one might be open, but that's just straight up closed, right? And if you go look at, if you own a VA right now, WRX or ICA, it doesn't matter. If you go look at those right now, there's some in the front and there's some in the back, and they are actually, you know what? I don't think that they are in the back. I think they're only in the front wheel well, and they're closed. There's a couple of people that did actually cut them open to try and get some airflow out of it, but from the factory, they already had that idea they wanted to do, they just never did it for whatever reason. Now this one actually looks like an aftermarket bumper, but damn, look at that price, $2,100. You know, now between the two of these, I would buy this one, but hell, I'm not paying no $2,100. So I guess $1,800 is not bad, especially considering they're the only ones that have it, and I promise you, people are gonna buy it. And it won't be long until we have, you know, different options, because now that it's out, you know, people are gonna copy it, maybe modify it, do whatever. This is just how the world works. You're gonna find it on wish.com. But anyway, that's, you know, my end result is, I think it looks great. I love it. If somebody's gonna give me $1,800, I'll buy it. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. You guys saw it, would you buy it? Do you like the way it looks? Let me know. I think it's gonna be something that we're gonna be talking about for the next couple of weeks for sure. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.